Good morning, fellow Forex traders. Need to get the camera directly on my face. I am a solid 5. Forex trading, free signals, premium signals, full auto trading. We are looking at the free signals. NZD CAD is giving us a run for our money for no reason. None. And it's getting a little tiring to see these random pairs doing what they're doing. Reason for it to push like this. It's like, because we know how this works. The bankers, the big banks, the hedge funds, they come in and they just move the market, right? They just pick a pair. They all have a Zoom meeting in the morning and they're like, let's rape this one, right? Derek says, I'm here spring break. Is it spring? It's not spring break. Isn't spring break like 1st of March or first week anyway? Because I looked at that thinking I was going to go somewhere on spring break, and I'm like, oh, I'm too late. So let's see who is here. 13 people. Do me a favor. Like, you might want to put your name in the live chat and raise your hand. For no reason. I don't know why you would want to do that. I literally see Doug and Derek, the usual suspects. We got 13 people. You might want to type your name into the live chat. I don't like. Is anybody with me? Oh, I just lost. I had 13. Now I got 11 people. Holy shit. And 1 thumb up. I know there's a delay. We'll see what happens here. What's interesting is where did... Oh, now the people are back. Well, they had to click on something and kind of go back over to YouTube and see the live chat. I'm curious, where do you guys watch this at? Don't you watch it on YouTube? Or do you just click the video inside of the group and open it inside the group and you can't see the chat? That's very possible. So, NZD CAD giving us a run for our money. I'm not going to get too crazy about this, but I'm telling you right now, this pisses me off enough that the market makers are doing this, that I am working on, as you know, an AI edition plug-in to the algorithm that will stop this shit in its tracks. Denise says, you know me. Isn't that like an old rap song? Yeah, you know me. OPP. Yeah, you know me. I know some rap, okay? You don't know. So, as I said, and I have to test this new algorithm moving forward, but what I'm thinking about doing, and we'll go look at a chart. In fact, we'll go look at a chart. So I've got, Mark says, where is everyone at every other day? Meaning, switching back and forth to YouTube and being in the group. Does anybody, so I'll tell you what, let's make this real simple. Nobody's following my directions. I see Doug, Derek, Denise, and Mark in the chat, the exact same people. We had 11 to 15 people on here, and still, maybe people don't know how to go to the live chat. That's interesting. Like, go to YouTube, there's live chat there on the right-hand side. Derek says, I'm usually driving a school bus. I catch it in between school runs. I picture Derek driving a bus and texting with 37 kids in the back. That's the picture I have right now. So, just to finish up the thought here, this, I don't know. You know, I'm trying not, I'm not going to be emotional about it, but this pisses me off because, like, there is no reason for this happening. It looks like we just had another trade launch. Stand by. Stand by. I'm going to look at something here. Another NZD CAD just launched as we're sitting here watching this. Unfreaking believable. You know what? I'm just going to share something. Let's go look at something while I'm sitting here talking about it. Is it a strong CAD or a weak NZD? I don't give a shit what it is. It is. It is. It is. We can see it is right on the screen. Let me go here, pull something up, stand by. And I'm going to share this with you. If I can click the buttons fast enough. Let's see. Browser, browser, browser. How about this? There we go. So I was just kind of drawing a box of where, and this is very, you could put this box of, when I drew the box over here to the right, the candle was just touching it. Now it's pushing into the box here. And I just drew some random box at some different, maximum price movements. I think NZD CAD has a lot farther to go. I was hoping we could get out. But the new algorithm is going to do this, my friends. And in fact, I'm going to go, I have a test account already with these trades in it. I'm going to put the new algorithm on it and see if I can get out of NZD CAD right now. I was with the new algorithm. I wasn't going to do that because I felt like NZD CAD was at the bottom. But as I look at this, I mean, we could be going down to the bottom over here. Like we could be going way down in this area. It is what it is. But what I want to do from now on is avoid these like the plague, right? Because it happens, and it typically happens on UJ and GJ. But now we're getting, NZD CAD. Like, if you look at the news, and we'll jump over there real quick. So today, no CAD. Tomorrow, no CAD. Wednesday, no CAD. Thursday, no CAD. And no NZD. And Friday, CAD and non-farm payroll. Are they going to wait until Friday to close this out? I think it's possible. So what I'm going to do is put my new algorithm on it and see if I can just get out of it and see, because I need to test the new algorithm on forward moving data. The dynamics of the AI and the way my trades are placed and all that stuff, you can't simulate it on the strategy tester in MetaTrader 4. You just can't. So what I do need to do is I need to pick the winner of the 1 million. Let's see who's here. So we've got Master Groove says NZD CAD is bearish. You think? NZD CAD go down. NZD CAD go down. It go way down. So I'm going to pick the winner of the $1 million. How many do we have here? We only have 8 people. Okay, cool. So the other, we had 14. Those people are going to miss out. So the winner of the $1 million is... Happy April Fool's Day. Don't be a fool. On April 1st, you will get fooled. I will give you $1 million demo account. So if you want $1 million demo account, let me know. But happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Terry is a jerk. Master Groove says, pick me. I love April Fool's Day. I just did a post on Facebook. I know you guys are like, you're a jerk, you're a jerk. It's April Fool's Day. Don't be a fool, right? Most people are fools every day. So I did a post on Facebook and I said, the first 3 people that direct message me and rate me on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll send you $400 Cash App. I've got people like all over the world messaging me, and I'm just giving them a little GIF, happy April Fool's Day. Lisa got a kick out of it. No, I will. Like, if you guys are that pissed off, I'll give you a $1 million demo account. Mark says, I knew it. It's funny. I seen Mark typing in the group, and I'm like, Mark's gonna throw this out. Mark's gonna say something. I see that Mark private messaged me. I didn't see what it was. It was probably Mark saying, I know it's April Fool's Day, you jerk. Josh says, it got us all here. So, Josh, did you actually believe that? Josh is a really nice, sweet family man, and he's probably pissed off at me right now. You know what? I wanted to do something, and it was so cheesy. I wanted to do something. I wish I put more time into the April Fool's joke, just make it so much bad. One guy was like, $1 million? Hell, 1,000 would have been nice. I'm like, 1,000? What are you calling me, broke? Happy April Fool's Day. I did an April Fool's joke on Facebook years ago. I wish I could remember what it was. It was so brilliant. It got people to message me at a level, and I wish I could remember what it was, but the prize was a picture of a salt and pepper shaker. And I wish it was so brilliant. Like, people just went crazy. Mark said, yep. Yeah, I haven't even looked, Mark, but I know you messaged me. Mark's, listen, Mark's probably one of the, higher level thinking people here. He's on the live every morning. I mean, so is Denise. Denise is a high thinker, right? The people that show up all the time, come on, man. I'm surprised I got to lie to you to get you to come to the live. Make a little bit of effort. All right, so Derek says hook, line, and sinker. Derek didn't believe that. Derek knows me well. I am on a mission to prevent. Listen, this is what the algorithm does. This is what the market does. I'm not looking at this trade and saying, oh my God, we're getting screwed. Like, this particular trade, I've got it on a lot of different accounts, and I'm handling it well, right? It's going to be very profitable. But right now, and let's not think of it negatively. Like, if you look at it right now, this trade itself on the free signals account, right, is going to look a lot more drawdown, like, the $1,348 at the top, than it really is, because this is a signal, right? It's sending out just a multiply factor, 333,444, right? You bid whatever you want on these. You probably wouldn't be at that level of drawdown, but it doesn't matter, because I bid properly on all of my accounts, and guess what? None of them are up against any sort of crazy limits. So this is going to be a great trade. It'll be profitable. What I don't like about it is this, and I have to emphasize this. It has nothing to do with the drawdown. It has nothing to do with how much it's hitting my margin level percent. Not at all. What this is doing, and I'm pissed off about it, and I'm going to create an algorithm that stops it, is it's tying up my margin level percent and my account and just sticking me, like, I'm going sideways for a week, right? And if you go look at the algorithm, if you look at my full auto trading account, there's plenty of trades and things. It's not a lot. Volume is low, right? And that's why we're kind of stuck here. Volume's low. I don't know. At this point, I bet that they're just waiting until Friday to move this. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to move a lot farther against, and I'm going to have to deal with it. But my algorithm, and this is the tough part that I have to test. My algorithm, I think I want it to get me out of any currency pair that goes 5 deep. That right now, that's what's in my head. Like, I just want out. I want out so I can take the other trades, so I can bid more, right, on individual trades. I just want out. And it's not because my algorithm's not doing the right thing. It's not because of anything, right? I'm not negative on any of this. I want out. I don't want the stress of going, how far is this going to go? Is this going to really hit my account? Did I overbid to start with? I'm pissed off. So I'm going to fix it. And I know for a fact you can manually fix this, right? It's as simple as this. It's as simple as totaling up the total lot size that you are in this buy trade and entering a sell trade at that equal amount of lot size. So just an equal and opposite, and then watching it, right? Now, maybe more importantly, let's say I'm in at a total of 10 lots, okay, on the buy. So I place a sell at 10 lots. That will take my margin level percent to zero in a good sense. It's not affecting it one way or the other. If it's going to continue to move against me, then I'll add an additional sell, enough to start dragging it into profitability. Now, who knows what's going to happen? Tiny loss, right? Or break even. But if you're manually doing it, you'd have to sit there and stare at it all the time. So the algorithm that I'm going to place on this trade, and I'm going to do it today. I don't know if we get enough movement, but even movement like against still, because that would help the algorithm get out of this. But what will also help is that if and when the price goes in the direction of this trade, the algorithm will still bid and get out of this a lot earlier than it would get out on its own, right? The idea is to catch it early enough, and probably maybe too early. Like I said, once it goes into trade 5, I think I'm going to, like any pair, certainly to test this, I'm just going to add the algorithm. I'm just going to take my algorithm off the chart, put the, we'll call it, and just let it play and move on. Take other trades, right? Because this one is just doing nothing but locking up all of our accounts, and they love to do that. They love it. Derek says, a market manipulating managers throw the dice and see what currency pair they want to mess with in NZD CAD. You know, they have their reasons for it, and a lot of it is, well, no one's looking over here. Let's take them all out, right? They looked at market sentiment. They looked at how many people were in NZD CAD for whatever, because NZD CAD seemed to be the one, if you think about our algorithm, it's the one that was moving, right? It was the one that was moving. A bunch of people entered because nothing else was moving. They're like, all right, that's what we're targeting. And they did. And here we are, right? It's not I'm not in a position to blow out any accounts from this because it's just not that big of a mover. Moves, 25, 35 pips a day. Not a big deal. But it moved, at this point, 200, maybe 300 pips against the original entry, which is just odd. It's odd. But from now on, if the algorithm works, and I know it does, I just need to see it. I just need to test it moving forward. And I'm glad to show you guys the test results. It's just I couldn't put it on any chart unless I had something. Luckily, I have these trades on a demo account. So I have a bunch of other trades I'm testing. I'm just going to delete them all at a loss, keep this one, put the algo on here, and see what it does. We'll see what it does. But I truly believe, and I'm certain I'm wrong, but I truly believe that NZD CAD has a lot farther to go, and they're going to continue to push it all week. I could be wrong, but that's my gut feeling. So that's it. Nothing closed. That's the free signals. And what's interesting is you could come in right now and listen. I just entered an NZD CAD buy trade on one of my hedge fund type accounts. It's going to be a good trade, even if it pushes against a little bit more. So just don't forget this. Happy April Fool's Day. No, you're not getting $1 million. Well, I'll give you $1 million demo account, so you let me know. So let's go to the pause here. And I'm going to pull up the premium signals. Have not really looked at any of these. Do have some exciting high profit trades to share with you. Premium signals. Man, my eyes just cannot even focus this morning. Where are the premium signals? Way down at the bottom of the list. So we're in 3 trades. We're 2 currency pairs, 2 different currency pairs, 3 trades. And as far as closure goes, nothing from the premium has closed, and the week is still at $136.82. Why is my pen not working? $136.82 of closed premium signal trades. And I could probably increase that, but I know that I don't want to add insult to injury and add a bunch of trades. If you're in premium, you're taking probably the free signals also, right? All together. So you've got some decent trades going, and again, the market's going sideways. It is what it is. Don't forget, it is April Fool's Day. Don't be a fool. All right. So the next account that we're going to look at, let me pull up my list here, is the 10 pip hybrid. What's interesting is I don't think, we'll see, but I don't think that I'm going to be doing much to this. We're still in, let's actually look at the numbers here. So because NZD CAD is pushing, we're at a 908 margin level. I don't like it. In fact, with the new algorithm, I don't want to be there. All right, I don't want to be there. I don't like it. Although completely good, everything's working. There's not going to be any more trades other, AUD Chief and Euro USD. We've got a couple of those going, but they're all just kind of pushing and waiting sideways. I'm telling you, my new algorithm is getting the hell out of this right up front. Even if we get out way too early and miss out on what would be, if you look back at history, a profitable trade. I just want out. I want out. I want to force volume more than anything, right? If there's any volume there, because there's some. If I go look at the auto trader, I will show you what's closed in terms of volume on the auto trader. But if you look at this, this is the 10 pip hybrid. It's just kind of hanging in there. If you look at this, there's nothing closed for the day, and for the week, we closed out at a minus 8.96. Now the reason for that is, and I noticed this, when we opened last night, the gaps were huge. So when you get a huge, like 30 pip gap on some of these, and I think that's what happened here. The gap was just so huge. The algorithm was like, yeah, this is insane. And go look at the gap on, NZD USD, for example. So that's pretty odd. But the point is, this is also indicative of the fact that things are going absolutely nowhere. Kind of sucks. We will, again, look at the full algorithm, and I'll show you what has closed. But we're just going nowhere here. So let me show you something that's maybe a little bit more impressive. Again, I don't control the market, so let's look at the base high profit auto feed, the gold, US 30, NAS 100, SPX 500, and US oil. Let me pull it up here. 935. Let's see where it's at. Here it is. We are currently in no trades, and closed trades should be pretty impressive. All six, basically, when it went into NAS 100 and gold, took, had 3 take profits on each. All 6 hit take profit, and from the auto account, remember, this is kind of like, this gets sent out and you bid what you want, right? So the auto account itself made $358.95. That's impressive, right? You want to see impressive though? I took these manually. I took the gold trade manually. I wish I'd have taken the NAS 100, but I didn't, because I was like, you know what, that thing's volatile as hell. But look at the money. Look at the money it made just from the basic signal, the auto signal that went out. $181, $112, and $25, whereas gold made 18, 12, and 11. Still, I mean, the most money was made on that NAS 100 initial trade. Boy, I wish I had been in that, but I didn't want to overwhelm a smaller account. But let me show you some more impressive numbers from the high profit feed that I've taken on other accounts. So I'll show you the most impressive one here, which is this one. I posted this in the group. Check this out. So $10,718.77. It's just the exact same auto trade that you just saw, and I take a higher bid amount on this account because I want to show some outrageous numbers. I want to show the power of being in this and bidding more on an account that is higher, that's bigger, right? But let me show you a smaller account, right? This is a very large account, millions of dollars, right? I think it's $1 million account, but nonetheless, it's not the point. The point is, the auto trade profits at whatever you bid at, whatever your account can handle. But let me pause this and show you one, which is a teeny tiny little account that I have, that I go ahead and let the auto trade come in and take the trade at a very small lot size. And when I see it, I go ahead and manually enter and manage it. I set the take profit and the stop loss at what is given to me. And check this out. So this is a tiny little, in fact, I'll just show you. I started this at a $1,200 or $1,300 account last week, beginning of last week. So it's up to $2,238. And look what I was able to close last night. So this is the auto trade that comes in, and then at 0.03. Then I jumped in at 0.40. So I even jumped out early because I was like, you know what? I'll take the 260. And then, the rest of the trade, had I held on to this to the final take profit, which was down here, it would have been 350, 400, like unbelievable. I got out early because I'm like, I'll take 260. I'll take $283.90 for the day on a $2,000 account. If you come back here, yeah, it was just about $1,900 or so, 1,900 and something, and that's impressive. So what's cool about the addition of my high profit feed is that when the standard FX cross pairs are just doing nothing, like we're in right now, high profit mitigates. Like, we just get movement on that. So what's the smart thing to be doing with my system? Trading both the regular auto trader and the high profit gold, US 30, so on and so forth. And I know people are doing that. Mark posted an incredible, go back and look at that incredible screenshot, made what, $1,300 or something like that from these trades this morning. And I know Mark's not messing around. He knows what he's doing. He sees them come in. So get access to it. Get access to it. I'm not saying you can do what I'm doing here, but the auto trade is the auto trade is the auto trade. You can take a small account and grow it pretty quickly with the high profit feed. Even at the price, let's be transparent, even at the higher price that you pay for that feed, boy, I've got allergies going on. I just can't stop like rubbing my nose. If you wonder what's wrong with me, there's a lot wrong with me. First off, I'm a degenerate gambler, okay? But you could take these high profit feeds and the high profit feed and grow an account really fast if you're willing to take the auto trade at a low lot size and then manually jump in when you feel like it's going to work out for you. Derek says one gold trade over 10% for the day. Yep. And I know Mark, he says that's real money. Yeah, so it was $1,100, and he says that mitigates the $71 loss that he took last week. So I'm like, yeah. Of course, you just had to mention that, didn't you? But no, that's awesome. That is really awesome. We will pause here, and let me look at what other account we're going to look at here. I don't think there's going to be a lot. Let me take a couple looks, because a lot of it, because everything is just kind of going sideways, everything we look at is going to feel like it's the same. So let me take a look here. Yeah, it's that NZD CAD that's pretty much hitting everything. What I am going to show you here, we did have an AUD CAD close last night. Let me look at the overall algorithm, and then I'll share this with you, because I'm not sure what the numbers are, but what I'm going to look at is what has closed. Yeah, so here's an example. Not a lot of volume, but if you look at the algorithm itself, this is my main algorithm. It has closed $5.71 overnight, and you can see what trades closed right here. The concept is, for example, if I'd forced the system to get out of NZD CAD at trade 5, right? What's interesting is I know, for example, for a fact, had I put my algorithm on NZD CAD at trade 5, we'd already be out, because it moved enough against us for the algorithm to go, okay, I'm going to take the profit in that direction and get the hell out of this, right? I'm going to, and you can set the new algorithm to say, all right, once I put the algorithm on a basket of currency pairs, the idea is to get out, right? Not to try to make a bunch of money from it. Get out so we can take these other trades. If that's what recovery algorithm might change the entire landscape of trading, meaning you could bid more and take all the pairs because we don't care if one runs away. Because I'm just going to put the algorithm on it. And to finish my thought there, I'm going to put the algorithm on it and just have it get us out at a couple dollars profit. I'm going to set it like, get me out at $5 profit. Just get me out, right? So, it's still a net profit, but it just gets out. And because the banks, the manipulators, the hedge funds are manipulating the daylights out of it, and I'm not happy about it. So that's it on the algorithm there. I am going to look at something, one last thing, and then I'll mention it. I launched what I'm calling the US 30 scalper because I'm a degenerate gambler and I just want to constantly test stuff. So I don't believe there's any trades in it. There's not. It's intended, here, I'll just show you this. It's intended to be launching trades when the news goes off. And there's some really cool settings in it. Low, medium, high risk, and extreme risk. And I got it set at high risk, taking a very low lot size on a $10,000 account, a 0.01 lot size. And I wasn't sure. It's connected up to a news service. And what it is intended to do is when it sees news on US dollar and euro, because those two seem to affect US 30, it will see that news launch. It will see what time it is. It will launch pending buy and sell orders, and then it will track them. It will trail them with the price, and we'll see. Sometimes these things just sit there like, I don't even know if this thing's going to work. But you can't, I shouldn't say you can't. You really, although you probably can't, you can't test this kind of stuff on historical data. You got to put it on a chart, let it move forward, let it look at the current news, let it do its thing. I think could be pretty good. What I don't want this to turn into is some sort of just news trader. I was hoping this thing as a scalper would take a lot more trades. We'll see. Maybe it'll just make a killing on a few trades. But I know we had some U.S. news launch, and I didn't see anything happen here. And we've got U.S. news that's going to launch all week. And in fact, U.S. and Euro today, it says Euro news all day today, I believe. Let me look in the background here. Let me come to the date. So I'm hoping that this thing, yeah, today, US dollar and euro all day. And the thing hasn't taken any trades. So I don't know what's going on there. Tomorrow, US dollar early in the morning. Let's see here. April 3rd, US dollar and Swiss franc. The 4th, 5:30 a.m. US dollar. And then, of course, Friday, CAD and US dollar non-farm payroll on Friday. So I'm hoping this US 30 scalper trader is going to do, if it doesn't do some trades on non-farm payroll, then, obviously it doesn't work. So, yeah, congratulations to the winner of the April Fool's Day $1 million contest. You all are winners. I will give you all a $1 million demo account because I'm just that nice of a guy. And I'm sure there's people that are cussing me that, I know Doug said he was getting on an airplane and his wife's probably like, quit following this degenerate gambler guy. You're going to lose all of our money. Doug's probably flying away off into the distance now. So I'll stop there. Happy Monday, April 1st, April Fool's Day. I'm going to go check my instant messages. Let's see how many I got. I got 3 right now of people responding to my Facebook. Look it up there at the top. I have 3 people in Messenger and 1 text message. They're not going to like me. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the group. I'm working hard on this, recovery algorithm, the get out at break even algorithm. I'll figure it out and you guys will be impressed, and I'll just automatically apply it to pairs that are coming from our main algorithm, and that will just copy to everyone's account. It will copy to my account, and we just don't have to mess with that crap anymore. That's it. Happy April Fool's Day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's live session.